Alright, it is Tuesday, September 25th, 2018. Let's take a look at some headlines. Yellowstone grizzly bears protection restored and hunts halted. As U.S. judge has ordered protection to be restored to grizzly bears in and around Yellowstone National Park, blocking plans for the first hunts there in nearly 30 years. The Montana's judge ruling overturned the Trump administration's policy. The judge sided with wildlife groups who said grizzlies are under threat from climate change and loss of habitat. Local ranchers argue the animals are killing their livestock and point to a growing number of attacks on people. Grizzly numbers in the Yellowstone area have increased from 136 in 1975 to more than 700 today, in large part because of wildlife conservation measures costing millions of dollars. What did the judge say? In his ruling on Monday, Judge Dana Christensen stated, and the case was not about the ethics of hunting. This was, the judge continued, about whether the Fish and Wildlife Service considered threats to grizzlies recovered in long terms and it stripped the animals of the threatened species status in June 2017. Judge Christensen said that, in his view, the answer was clearly no. Grizzly bear recovery should be viewed as a conservation success story, he was quoted as saying by the Associated Press. He added the Endangered Species Act had a number of flaws, urging Congress to intervene and make changes. Alright, so that judge intervened and the Yellowstone grizzly bear protections is up and they halted the hunt. That is good. Protecting wildlife is important. Alright, next. Delta flight blows tires during emergency landing at JFK Airport. A Delta flight from New Jersey Newark Liberty International Airport to Paris, France, on Monday evening deflated multiple tires during an emergency landing at JFK International Airport in New York, after the plane experienced hydraulic failure, according to officials. The plane landed heavy, Port Authority police said on Twitter, causing the brakes to smoke and mechanisms of the aircraft to deflate two tires. Alright, Delta confirmed the incident to Fox News in a statement. Delta Flight 20 from Newark to Paris, France diverted to JFK due to a maintenance issue. The flight was subsequently towed to the gate and Delta dispatched an alternate aircraft to continue the flight to Paris. The safety of Delta's customers and crew is always a top priority. Alright, so thankfully nobody was hurt, but that plane did blow out a couple of tires. Alright, next. Bill Cosby sentenced to 3 to 10 years in state prison, remanded to custody immediately. Bill Cosby was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison for his 2004 assault on Andrea Constand, a Montgomery County judge ruled Tuesday. Judge Stephen O'Neill told Cosby he would serve no less than 3 and no more than 10 years in state prison, in addition to levying a $25,000 fine and requiring the convicted sex offender to pay court costs. It is time for justice, Mr. Cosby. This has all been circled back to you. The time has come, O'Neill said. He quoted from Constand's own statement to the court, in which she said Cosby took her beautiful young spirit and crushed it. Because his sentence is longer than 2 years, O'Neill denied Cosby bail, remanding him to custody immediately, telling the courtroom this is a serious crime. The nature of this crime indicates that he could be a danger to the community. After removing his jacket and watch, Cosby was led away in handcuffs, shuffling, and an officer held his arm, wearing a blank expression. He did not respond to a reporter's request for comment. Alright. Next. Worst floods since 1995 claim lives of 25 people and over 1,100 stranded in Himalayan Pradesh, India. At least 25 people have died in flash floods, landslides, and other rain-related incidents over the past couple of days in Himachal Pradesh, officials said Tuesday, September 25, 2018. Meanwhile, more than 1,000 people have been stranded after landslides and fresh snow blocked roads. Heavy monsoon rains affecting northern India over the past couple of days have caused numerous landslides and widespread floods in Jammu Kashmir. Himachal Pradesh claiming lives of at least 25 people, officials said. 8 deaths have been reported from Himachal Pradesh, 7 from Jammu Kashmir, 6 from Punjab, and 4 from Haryana. Floods and landslides have affected a total of 10 districts in Himachal Pradesh, a mountainous state whose state minister described the floods as the most devastating since 1995. After 1995, this is the first time such a devastating flood-like situation is being witnessed. After finding 19 people stranded, rescue operation was launched and no other option was available, State Transport Minister Govind Singh Tukur said. Road, bridges, houses, and vehicles were washed away in many places, and B's waters even flooded in Manali Karga Highway, local media report. Alright, so there's a lot of flooding happening and people going through this devastating monsoon floods in India. Please stay safe out there, guys. Alright, that's it for tonight's headlines. Thank you guys for laughing at my video earlier. That was a 2-second or so video. Because I had accidentally, if you see here, it says start streaming button, and down here it says stop and start recording. I had accidentally hit the start streaming button, and that's what the funny video was. Alright guys, you guys stay safe, and God bless.